Hello, Miss Jackson. My name is Tiana Hunter, and I will be the social worker speaking with you today. I work in the Human Service Department, and I work in the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Division. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. If you do not mind me asking, what was your first name again?
Ashley.
Okay, Ashley. And how old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
Okay, would you mind telling me what brought you here today?
Well, what brought me here today is because of alcohol abuse. When I drink a lot. I drink majority of the week, maybe 3 to 4 out of 7 days. When I drink, I don't just sip a little, drink a little. I consume heavy amounts of alcohol, and I was just coming here to try to reduce or cut back the amount of alcohol intake because I know that heavy amounts of alcohol can cause problems. I haven't encountered any major problems that got me in jail or anything, but I just need some help.
Okay, so if you don't mind me asking, how old were you when you first started drinking?
When I first started drinking, I was 14 years old. I have an uncle, and he has a wife at the time. They were just girlfriend and boyfriend. She's like maybe 10 years older than me. So when I was about 14, she was 24. And I used to hang with her a lot, me and my friends. And she was engaged in drinking alcohol and wine beverages and things like that. So just from being around her, I experienced and I tried. First off, I tried beer, then I tried wine coolers, and then a while after that, I tried just straight alcohol like liquor and white liquor, brown liquor, things of that nature.
Okay, with that being said, do you drink a large amount of alcohol to feel intoxicated, or do you drink the same amount and get less effective?
Well, when I first started drinking, only a small amount made me feel intoxicated. But now that I've progressed over the years with drinking heavier liquors and more liquor, I drink more to get me intoxicated. It takes a lot now.
Okay, so Miss Jackson, have you ever been detoxed?
No, I haven't.
At any time in your life, have you ever experienced sweating, shaking, headaches, depression, any negative symptoms?
No.
So, how's your health? Do you have any health or medical issues right now?
No, I have no medical or health issues. Everything is just fine with me. Last time I checked at the doctor.
Okay, what about a healthcare provider?
A healthcare provider. I'm not exactly sure because I'm still under my mother's healthcare provider.
Okay, when was your last appointment?
My last appointment was October 2012.
Okay, within these appointments, were there any concerns that were identified?
No, basically when I went to the last appointment, it was basically just a follow up checkup, and they just followed up on everything, and everything was good. There was no concerns or issues.
Okay, not trying to get too personal, but do you mind me asking if you're pregnant?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Have you ever experienced any injuries, assaults, or any accident during using alcohol or any drugs?
Well, I haven't really had any terrible incidents. Just when I drink, I become more aggressive and I have quick temper.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to tell me what it was like growing up in your family. Like, was it any substance use, mental health issues, any abuse? Did you have a supportive family? Can you tell me anything about that?
Okay, well, as a background of, um, I had no physical or sexual abuse in my family. With drugs or alcohol, I mean, my dad still what he drinks occasionally, and also that's my mom. There's no just problem or issue that we focus on. I have a close knit family that are very supportive of everything I did. Even though I did things wrong, they still were there to help me get through and back me up all the way.
Okay, that sounds good. So, when was the last time you felt trapped, lonely, sad, hopeless, or depressed?
I would say never. I have never felt just lonely or hopeless. I might feel sad sometimes when different situations happen in your life. You get sad, but it's just never something that sticks to me all the time. I don't always feel that way.
Okay, have you ever had any sleep trouble, bad dreams, or do you fall asleep during the day?
No, I don't.
Okay. What about feeling nervous, tense, and anxious?
No.
Okay. Do you come upset with something that reminded you of the past?
Yeah.
And for how long?
Not very long, but just for small amounts of time. When I think about something that would happen, it makes me angry. But it's just something I don't dwell on all the time.
Okay, so tell me, have you ever thought about ending your life or committing suicide?
No.
Okay. When was the last time you lied or conned to get things that you wanted?
I never lied or tried to get anything that I wanted.
Okay. Do you have a hard time paying attention in school?
Sometimes I do. It depends. If it's boring, I try to stay alert, but sometimes I drift off, or if I'm tired, I drift off. But I try my best to pay attention.
So do you have a hard time paying attention?
I wouldn't say I had a hard time paying attention because most of the time I do pay attention, just under certain circumstances, which cause me not to pay attention sometimes.
Have you ever bullied or threatened others?
No.
What about starting physical fights?
Yes, I done had a couple fights in my day.
Okay, with that being said, can you tell me how long has that been since you have started fights?
The last time I got into a fight was um I'll say a couple months ago.
And can you tell me what just brought this fight along? Were you using alcohol at the time? Were you just dealing with situations from your past? Were you angry? What caused this fight to come along?
Well, basically, I was dealing with a situation from my past. I was using alcohol at the time, and the person who the issue was dealing with in the past was around, and we just got into an argument, and it started from there.
Okay. Okay, so before you said you never had any medical issues, so from my understanding, you don't have any you never been diagnosed with any health problems.
No.
Okay, which led me to believe you never been prescribed any medication or anything else.
Yeah. No.
No. Okay, I know you stated before that you never deal with any type of abuse from your family. So what about from others? Have you ever experienced any type of abuse from people other than your family?
Well, I could say I had a boyfriend who I was seeing, and he would say things or whatever, but I wouldn't call it just abuse because I didn't never let it get to me or keep me down. But he used to just say like smart comments, bad things, just stuff that probably try to get me down, but it never happened.
Okay. Okay. Within this your time of your 20 years of living, have you ever experienced being a part of any community violence or trauma or rape or so, anything like that?
No.
Do you have any problems with headache, dizziness, problem solving, or can you tell me what do you have any problems with?
I don't have any problems with any of those issues.
So you would say you're just no problems at all.
No.
Okay, while being intoxicated, have you ever hit your head or beat your head against the wall or anything like that? Okay, can you tell me the highest grade you completed?
I done completed some college, 2 years of college,
Okay, what college is this?
Savannah State University, the school by the sea.
Okay, so you're proud.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Do you have a learning disability?
No,
Okay. What about, have you ever been tutored in any subjects? Math, English, anything like that? Okay. It seems like you have a good impulse of control. You know how to cope with certain skills, so that's good. Okay, so earlier you told me what brought you here today. So what do you think really is the problem?
basically the problem is just when I drink the heavy amounts that I do drink.
Okay.
Because I drink a lot and I know it can cause, even though I don't have any health complications or anything now, if I constantly drink heavy, the amount I drink and how many days I drink, then something will occur and I will become sick.
Okay. I see. So tell me how things going now. As of now, how would you say your drinking has got on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say that my drinking is still at a 10.
Does it cause you to have problems financially with your friends, your family, or in school, um, in the community? Does it cause you any problems in those areas?
No.
Okay, when using alcohol, what activities do you engage in that could be harmful to others?
Arguing, I would say driving.
Okay. Are those the only two things?
And maybe fighting would be one, even though I don't fight.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you, I know you stated earlier, you said at least 3 or 4 times. How often do you spend using alcohol?
Like 4 out of the 7 days of the week.
Okay, I'm going to ask you, what are the reasons for drinking? Do you just like the feeling? Does it help you cope with stress? Helps you to relax, unwind, take away some of the pain? Is it because your friends use it? What are the reasons?
I drink because I like the feeling. It helps me cope with stress sometimes because there's a lot be going on in my day or my week. It helped me to relax and unwind. And also, most of my friends drink too, but that's not a reason I drink.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just they drink too.
Okay. Does anyone else have any concerns about your drinking habits?
Not real well. I can say that when I drink, a lot of people say that I drink a lot more than others do. So I guess you could say that's a concern that people have when I drink.
So has anyone ever came and told you how they felt about your drinking?
They haven't been saying anything verbatim, but they'll just say that actually drink a lot and things like that. But no one has ever said you shouldn't drink because it's causing problems in your life.
So tell me, what do you think about that? How do you respond to them saying that you drink a lot?
Basically, I just listen to what they say, but seeing that I still drink a lot, it hasn't impacted me or caused any change.
And why is that? Does it just not bother you that they feel some type of way, or you just don't see what they're seeing when you drink?
Really, it doesn't bother me because I know that I drink large amounts when I drink, so I just really just do what I want to do.
Basically, so you know what's going on, you just continue to do what you want to do.
I don't see it as a big issue because it isn't affecting my social life, my schoolwork, or anything like that. So I'm trying to stop it before I have any health problems.
Okay.
Basically.
So what changes are you willing to make?
Really the amount of alcohol intake that I have, I'm willing to cut back on the amount that I drink.
So basically, since alcohol is the only thing that you're using, correct? You're just willing to stop using, or just you just want to cut back, right?
Yeah, I just want to cut back.
Okay, so can you tell me how are you going to do that?
Well, basically, when I drink, when I have nothing to do, or basically just to have fun. So I feel that if I do something like help volunteer or work or something, it would cut back the amount because I wouldn't have as much time as I normally do to drink.
Okay, so I see volunteer and working are two of your options. Have you tried that before?
Yes, I've been applying for jobs, but for some reason, the white man doesn't want to hire me
So why do you feel that way?
because I've put in many applications, tried to get many jobs, and I haven't been successful yet. They don't want to see us succeed in life.
So would say that interfered with you trying to find a job, basically?
Yes, they want to see me.
Okay, Miss Jackson, what would be helpful to you into making this change?
um, what would be helpful? Basically, me finding other alternatives and other things besides drinking. I can drink, maybe mix my drink. I maybe can drink like wine sometimes. Just different things in that nature. I can be more involved, like I said before. Just many different alternatives to basically just help me.
Okay, have you currently been taking any steps to?
Well, sometimes I say I'm not really going to drink that much, but when I start drinking, I feel like I want to be drunk or intoxicated. So I just continue to drink until I feel that way.
Okay, I can tell that you're motivated, but you're kind of just more consistent with where you're at right now. You don't see any problems right now. Okay, so earlier you said you would like to volunteer and just work, and I see that's ways you're trying to control your drinking habits. Um, can you tell me what was actually more helpful? Was it volunteering, staying active in the community or on campus? Was that helping you to stay away from the alcohol?
Yes, it was at one point I was attending classes and things of that nature. And another thing that got me to cut back up. Well, would kind of get me to cut back if I won't buy the alcohol because I won't have as much access to it because it won't be mine and I won't be continuously drinking it. So that'll limit it too.
But earlier you stated that your friends drink as well. So how do you respond to when they buy the alcohol?
Well, when they drink, well, they don't drink as much as I do. So I don't know. Some do and some don't. So.
Would you say you would just try to limit the time spent with them, or you just go along with it? Just drink because it's there.
I drink because it's there.
Okay, so it seems to me that you haven't experienced cravings to alcohol, correct?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Okay. With these cravings, is it because the alcohol just tastes good to you, or I know you stated before it helps you deal with certain things, but does it trigger your taste buds?
Sometimes it triggers taste buds, but sometimes I just be needing and wanting to drink because of just different instances.
Okay. Have you ever been treated for alcohol?
No,
Okay. So from my understanding, you've never been treated, so you never attended any support groups or meetings to try to reduce or stop your alcohol. Okay, so what would limit your alcohol use? I know you stated volunteer and you only drink when there's nothing to do. So what about trying to find another solution? Do you have any besides those?
um, I could do a self challenge and maybe try to find ways that I can cut back myself. But if that doesn't work, I need other alternatives.
With those other alternatives, you would be considering to maybe try different support groups and meetings and things along that line?
No.
Okay, it seems to me you do recognize the risk because you stated before that you want to kind of reduce it before it becomes a health problem. So that is a good thing. So you stated before that you wasn't employed, but you are looking for a job,
Yeah.
and you do attend Savannah State University, and you are a junior.
Yeah, correct.
So you mind me asking, what is your major at Savannah State?
My major is social work at Savannah State.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so within your school days, can you describe a typical day of school and volunteering?
Well, basically, during the day, in the morning, I get up, I go to class. I've had a class all day. During one of my breaks, I eat lunch. After class, I go. Well, my last class ended at 5:45. I go eat dinner, and after dinner, I maybe do homework if I have homework. But if not, I drink.
Okay. And you would say the drinking comes along after class, everything is done, not during these class hours and volunteer hours.
Well, sometimes I drink during the class and volunteer hours, but most of the time it's afterwards.
Okay. And do you see drinking during class hours as a problem, or it doesn't really bother you?
It really doesn't bother me.
Okay. How often do you drink alcohol more than anticipated?
Um, Often.
Often. So you saying that you drink alcohol more than is planned to drink? Okay. Okay. Is drinking alcohol really important in your social life, and do your friends and family use it as much as you do?
Some of my friends use it the same amount as I do. Some don't, but my family does not.
So you would say it's important in your social life.
I don't have to drink to have a good time and a good social life. I just choose to drink because I like the feeling sometimes.
So with that being said, I'm going to ask you: are you currently in any relationship right now?
No, not anymore.
But you were before, right?
Yes, we previously broke up. Maybe a month ago.
Okay, if you don't mind me asking, how long did that relationship last?
8 months.
And would you say this relationship triggered to you your drinking habits?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you, who do you currently live with, and do they drink alcohol as well?
I live with my roommates, and yes, they drink alcohol as well.
So how often would you say your roommates drink?
My roommates probably drink um, 2 days out of the week on the weekend.
Would you say that you are concerned about your safety living there?
No, not at all.
What about anyone else's safety that lives there?
No.
You did say you live with roommates, so they're children or no children that live
No
there?
children.
Does anyone supports the changes you want to make about using alcohol?
Yes, my family and my friends um, are supportive of the change.
Do you know the things that they are willing to do to continue to support you?
Um, I'm not exactly sure, but I know they will be there to support me in whatever decision I make.
Okay. So tell me, how often can you count on your family, your friends, support members, classmates? Is it always?
Always.
So you would say they play an important part in your life.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, can you tell me about your current living situation? Like, where exactly do you live? I know you said you go to Savannah State, so are you currently living on the campus?
Yes, it's apartment style dorms on campus. It's I would say it's kind of free living and it's not strict or anything. So basically, um, we can do whatever we want to.
Okay, so you said it's free, so basically with you guys drinking alcohol, you're not being watched or anything, so.
Correct.
Okay. So are you planning on living there in the future?
Well, no. Well, I would say for my senior year, I plan on living there. But once I graduate, I plan on moving beyond Savannah and living in a different location.
Okay, so I know you said you lived on campus. Would you consider that a safe area?
Well, nowhere is safe to be honest, but just as well as people can shoot, do break-ins, fights, or anything in the city area or anywhere, it can happen on campus. I'm not gonna say that I fear for my life because I don't, but I know that situations happen everywhere.
Okay, so with your alcohol abuse, you say you can get violent sometimes. Has this caused you to have any criminal record or anything like that?
No.
Okay. So, what do you think you do to participate in treatment?
Can you ask that again?
What do you think you do to participate in treatment? Do you? I know you say you volunteer, so is it on campus, in the community?
I volunteer on campus and in the community at various places.
So would you consider yourself as being very productive?
Yes, I'm a very productive person. Alcohol doesn't affect my productivity.
Okay, so it seems like you have a good living environment and your family is supportive as well as, activities. So that seems to be good. Okay, would you like to service specific language, age, or gender cultures? Thank you.
You're welcome. No.
Okay, so if you were to follow up with treatment, what would be some of your options? Such as, would you like to do different activities or have a support group? What would be your preference?
My preference would be the different activities because I really don't want to be with a support group talking about different issues amongst ourselves. I really want to do
So, do you have a preference for a particular treatment program or?
No, I don't have a preference. Anything that um, you would allow me to do, I would do that.
So basically, you're just looking for someone to help you,
Yeah.
just in reducing your alcohol, not completely stopping.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, Miss Jackson, it seems to me you have everything under control. It's no major concerns. It seems to me you know how to handle your alcohol habits, but I do want you to try to consider and working on being violent when you're using alcohol and just, follow up with volunteering and, consider to do positive and stay productive just to stay on a positive streak or whatever. So I would like to meet back with you at a later date, and if you can call my office, let's see, what would be a good day for you?
Um, it could be on Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Fridays.
So if you can call me Tuesday at say 9:30, we can set up another follow-up appointment. Is that okay with you?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. I thank you for your time, and I will see you soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome.